Hi everyone, this is Susie from Minnesota, Zone 4. I'm just giving you an update on my flower containers. It's been probably about a month since I've had them planted. If I haven't said it enough, I'll say it again. I love sun impatiens. They just do so well. They're just gorgeous. And these have doubled in size. I actually went back and looked at my video to see if my pots have actually grown. Purple fountain grass. Can't wait to see when this gets really big in the plumes. I think that'll look good together. Also some nice fall interest too. So yeah, these are just lovely. I never have any bug issues with these. I don't have to deadhead them. They are the easiest flower to grow as long as you give them enough water. I would say about part sun. They thrive. Some more of my garden art. This one's head. Oh, where is it? Oh. Sorry, I thought it was on. Got hit with the shovel. Okay, how does that, right? Sorry, I just kind of place it. I like it. I like how it's weathered. I'm sorry, his head rolled off. It's a cute little turtle. I think that's granite. The earwigs are out, but not too bad because we haven't been that wet, so I'm not complaining. And then there is a bloom on it. Oops, wrong way. Kind of an orangey color, so I love how that just kind of works off the leaves too. The coleus looks good. I'll probably be pinching that back. I'm leaving it right now because if I do have earwig damage, then I can go from there to see how I'm going to pinch it. And then this grass is doing really good. With those hot days, you can tell a difference. And I haven't had an issue with this coleus in here. No wilting, so very pleased. Okay, and the lemon coral sedum, let me just tell you, holy cow. It loves it here. It has taken over. I feel sorry for this poor purple heart plant. There's a blossom on it. I like this plant. It's just a little tender with wind, so a lot of it's been breaking off, but it still looks okay. As long as it can hold its own with this. I don't know. Again, I might pinch this off so this is all kind of level in here, but I'm going to wait just because, like I said, I'm not sure what the earwigs are going to end up doing. Yeah, lemon coral sedum. It's a little happy. And then my moss rose is really, thriving. It's really neat. At some point this is probably just going to be a foliage container because my ivy geranium kind of stopped blooming. Gave it a lot of fertilizer. I haven't seen any new heads on there. There's that one. So I don't know. It should be getting enough sun, but maybe it's just not liking the competition with the other plants. And the white stuff or gray stuff on my flowers, it's just kind of a foliar feed. I love that stuff. Here is, finally, I was hoping one of them would be blooming. This is the moss rose, or portulaca. I absolutely think that's gorgeous. So, and I like the foliar feed because I can kind of hit the flowers that need it, like the geraniums. I definitely am not doing it with this right now. I get the canna. They're a heavy feeder, but that way I can kind of pick and choose which plants because the moss rose is not picky. Honestly, I think if you over fertilize, it might do it more harm. What was that? Looks good. I think this damage on here is from earwigs, but y'all know sweet potato vine. It's a thug. Then in my frog container here, they're called crazy tunias. I'm not sure what that's about, but I just love that color. Then I moved it here. This pot I purchased, it's a bougainvillea. First time I've had one, so I'll see how I like it. It's just so pretty. And just so papery too, but really like it. I just got this too. I love this. I didn't think I would, but they had a bigger one. I might end up getting one, but it is so sturdy. My nasturtiums are looking better. They were looking, with the wind, you can see some of, I've been trying to get it to stand upright, but I'm just going to let it do its own thing. The fact that there was a hummingbird moth on it, I'm leaving them. I really don't care how they look. Some are looking better than others, like this one right here. So it's not bad. If it looks like that now, I can't wait to see what it looks like later on. I haven't had to deadhead anything either. They just do their thing. I had a black coleus in here that wasn't liking it. I'm not sure what its problem was. It maybe was just way too much sun. So I replaced it with this plant. Hopefully this likes the heat, so maybe it'll tolerate this spot better, but it's still purpley. It is, whoops, where's my tag? Right there. Alternathra, Little Ruby. So I think that, I like the foliage. So I'm hoping that the earwigs don't get this. I've never had this before, but we'll see. A black-eyed Susan is doing great, loving its life. It is just vining all over the place. Again, earwig damage, but this is an aggressive grower. This one's doing, I want to say it's probably a Mandevilla, some Diplodania. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, so sorry if I'm butchering it. This looks really good, the sweet potato vine, just kind of, I think the wind kept blowing it. I'm just leaving it. Osteospermum, finally blooming. Look at the size of this. I thought this coleus was going to be the thug, but actually this is. Hopefully it keeps blooming. This looks better. The cold took its toll on it. I just kind of left it. See what happens. A little pop of color in there. See, this ivy geranium is doing really good. So, not sure about the other one. Lemon coral sedum again. I love how this is all just filling in. Hopefully this grass starts to get some height to it. It's kind of getting lost in there. I love this container. I'm just hoping that it lasts throughout the summer. This one too. I'm hoping the geraniums can keep up. The verbena I keep trimming as the flower heads fade. Like this one here, soon I'll be trimming just to, probably maybe even here I'll trim it too. I find the verbena, you trim it and keep up with it, it really does well. And it doesn't look so ratty. This is new. Every year I splurge a little bit and look for some different containers. I love the rustic look of this. Just absolutely love this. And it does actually work. The wheels, everything. And then I just planted 3 of the same type, so kind of didn't go with a thriller, filler, and spiller theme. I'm trying something different. And this is it Gara? Right here. I don't know if you can see it. There you go. Yep. Full sun, so kind of like the colors too. Again, sticking with the purpley theme foliage in there, so I love that. More frogs. Like I said, I love my frogs. And this container. So this, I love having a stake in here, but it kind of tells me how well this plant grows. Because at some point, it is going to be all the way up here. King Tut papyrus grass. Then I have some, I think it's Snow Princess lobellaria in here. Fancy word for alyssum. What is it? Sweetheart potato vine. Then geraniums again. I love this color. I kind of sticking with a theme here, with back here. And then the King Tut. And I love this planter. This sucker is heavy. The one issue I had last year with the King Tut grass is it got so massive that it kept falling over with the wind or storm. So my advice to everybody, plant it in something very sturdy and heavy, or fill the bottom with rocks. Also, it has a very aggressive root system. So don't put it in like a wood container. One time I had the roots grow into the wood container, I had to just get rid of the whole thing. So, and an easy container to get it out of, so maybe one that's straight up and down. Definitely don't want one that's like an urn. I think that would be a huge issue. Super Tunia Latte. I just have one plant in here, and look at this. Holy cow. I wasn't quite sure how I was gonna like just one, but that just, again, loving it. I have a special fertilizer I had got the other day at a nursery. It's a petunia fertilizer that has iron in it, so it helps when it starts to yellow. So hopefully it works. I don't know what I'm going to do about this. These onions, I had more in there. I don't know. I might just, I don't know. I don't want to get rid of them, but I do have onions planted other places. But we'll see. Maybe I'll just plant that with some flowers. I love my rock gardens too. So anytime I find a rock, it just kind of gets placed over here. And like this rock right here is perfect. It looks like an egg. Grasses are doing good. I haven't seen a whole lot of growth, but that's with a lot of the grasses, so it might take a little bit. I had to move this because this pot was just getting way too much sun. This is the one with, I want to say, redhead coleus, Alabama sunset. I'm not sure, don't quote me. But you can see these are just getting bleached out. So hopefully, and I mean it's helped. And there was some, you see, hail damage. Sweet potato vine is doing really good, and then back here is one of my cannas that made it. Okay, I'm hearing something. One second. Where is it? All right. I'm thinking a squirrel is taking off a bird. Okay, Susie, stop getting sidetracked. But yeah, I just had one make it. So I can't wait to see what that looks like when it gets a little more mature. Right, tally-ho. This one looks a little bit better than the other one. Just a pot of coleus. I love the leaves on that, so my pansies, they just said no way in this heat, especially this one over here. My begonia's looking pretty good. Just gonna kind of pan in over here, not go, I don't want to bug the birds. Creeping Jenny. Again, a sun patient. I went with, is it electric orange? This just shines over here all day long. I love this container. Love the two colors, the orange and the bright green. I have two different kind of coleus in here, but then also a fuchsia. The fuchsia is doing really good. I love the colors. Oh, one second. I'm just going to see if I can get this. Cool. You wouldn't think they could fit in there. I just find that amazing. But the one coleus is kind of blending in with the wasabi. I'm not sure what that's about. I'm thinking that might need a little more sun. Not going to change it up now, too late. It is there. Dipped in wine coleus, looking great. This elephant ear is doing really good too. You can see the hail damage on that. It sucks, especially whenever, basically you're growing things for the leaves and then you get the hail. But you can see in here there's another one coming, so this looks good. The Wandering Jew, another dipped in wine. I love sweet potato vines because of the color, but also because they're aggressive. I need that because of, again, the certain bugs that I have in my garden. Creeping Jenny would have been pretty in there too, though. And then this one, the storm kind of broke this one here. So what I did is I just took this whole plant and rooted it in there. It looks a little right now, but it'll perk up. Coleus is tough. Nothing in Trevor yet. Might have to replace it. Something is digging in there and it broke off all of my elephant ears. So I'm going to have to figure something out. I'm blaming squirrels. I'm blame them. My little fairy. I was fishing and I saw this piece of driftwood, which was in 2 pieces. So I really like the look of it. I like the texture. If I get tired of it, I figure it can be firewood. But I just like the natural look of it. Love this elephant ear. This is glossy. I'm like, what is it called? Royal Hawaiian Black Coral. Love it. This is my new planter. So where this is Trevor over here, Trevor the turtle. I haven't found a name for the turtle yet. Help me if you want to. I'm not sure. I don't know if I want to stick with T's or what, but it looks pretty good. Rex begonia, some ivy. So this is one of the coleus that I rooted. So I'm just giving a little bit longer. You can see it has a bunch of nice leaves on it, shoots. So I'll probably be planting it in here. But again, I'm still going to let it get a good root system. This was the Inferno coleus. You can see it still looks a little ratty. But it's not wilting, so I'm going to leave it. See how it does. And then go from there. The one in here, I had a different kind of coleus that just didn't make it. I had to get rid of the oxalis because, well, of the hail damage, and it just wasn't thriving in this spot. So I'm not sure what its issue was, but the Wandering Jew, I just replaced it. I like the Wandering Jews. I think it's got really good color. I trimmed this up. That is a Hannah coleus. And then the Terenia. This is doing great. Look at that. I love it. I'm just glad it's working out. So this is another type of Wandering Jew in here. And then it has a purple backside. These are nice and fuzzy. So I like it. I've had it before a long time ago, and it did amazing. I have another elephant ear back here. Is it King of the Jungle? I don't know. I don't want to try and get back there either. That was kind of fun trying to plant that amongst the Sum and Substance. This is doing really good. I would say that's at least doubled or tripled in size. My elephant ear that I planted in here. Birds seem to like it. And then look at all these. These, every little one here is a baby. Right here, here. So at some point, these will all start branching, and then I can cut them off, and they'll be their own little, like right here, you can see it's, let me see if I can show you. See, there's like a little stem there, I'll be cutting off, and then it'll be on its own. I'm leaving this pansy so far because that one's doing okay. I still love the color. So I'll see what happens with that. One of my favorite containers with the coleus. It's just, I never stray from this. This just does really good. Maybe one year I might, but why mess with it whenever it's a performer? I think that's it for my pots. I don't know if I'm missing any. Let's see. Yep. Looks good. And down here I have, in this one, is another dahlia that I'm waiting for it to come up. In here I have hellebores. They look really good. So getting closer to fall, I'll plant them. Hopefully they get a really good root system. Be like, use clothespins for stakes. And then that. I like to reuse things, but hopefully the Sharpie doesn't wash off, or because then I'll have no clue. But that is it for my containers, and again I'll keep you updated a little bit later on how they're doing. And hopefully you like this video, and I will talk to you later. Bye.